comedian Chris Tabb is in studio with us right now. Chris Tabb is the house MC at the Comedy Scene out of Gillette. Let's bring out Chris Tabb.
Did Barnum Bailey just walk in? What was that?
Yeah, Justin, I asked for, like, MC, like as if I'm the guy
Bro,
on
I feel
stage.
like I need a top hat right now after that music.
Justin, that was the worst.
He's a showman.
He's a born showman.
He's not that kind of a showman.
No, man, I'm not gonna produce magic from my wrist or something.
You're not under the big top.
No,
it's not that kind of thing.
No.
You see, Justin, I was thinking I'd be the guy on stage, and it'd be like, and now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your MC for the night, Chris Tabb.
A little less sexy. I mean, it didn't pump me up.
That's not it.
I didn't.
We need pump me up music.
Need pump me up because I'm the house MC at CBS Sporting Club, the Comedy Scene. I'm driving the bus. So I feel like, I'm guiding the situation. Because if we're all on a bus and the bus swerves, it's not going to be a comfortable trip.
Exactly.
I want off.
And I got to tell you, Chris,
drive.
You better be good this morning because you're described as a shot from a comedy cannon who comes at you full blast.
You know what? I got to change that. Because, I don't want people coming away, comedy cannon, not so much. I felt more like it was a comedy, stabbing pea shooter or something like a 22. Not so much cannon. I didn't feel cannon.
Yeah.
So I got to change that. It's cancel culture, and I don't want people shut down, Kiss. They're bringing on frauds. He said comedy cannon. This guy was a comedy accoster.
You don't want people leaving the show saying, boy, he was more like a squirt gun.
Yeah, I did not feel cannon. No
Chris Tabb, everybody.
This dude coming in. You give a guy a Mac, and I tell you, he can pull up anything.
Totally.
Well, we've said it before, Chris, the production values on the Matty in the Morning Show.
Listen, you guys got a couple bucks. Nice. I'm just glad I made it this far. Thank you guys for bringing me in. I can't believe I made it to the finals. I'm hoping that I move forward and, to replace Matty. This being the finals, I can't tell you. I'm touched. I'm tearing up right now. You can't see it, but I made it this far. And, I'm going to treat you guys fair. It is going to be a wild, wild ride. We're probably going to cut the sound effect budget. I don't know. Yeah, that's going to go. That's probably going to go.
Justin, I'm looking for something hip.
Pump it.
Yeah.
Pump it. We have that song. I can sing it.
Y'all going to make me lose my mind.
That's what I'm...
Nothing. He's got nothing.
Trust me, Justin will have something.
There's going to be a new administration, I tell you, if I move on in the contest.
Yeah, if this audition works out.
Yes. To get into the final.
So how many nights a week are you at the Comedy Scene out there?
It's Saturday. It's just Saturday now until, maybe, it used to be Friday, Saturday, because I've been at the Comedy Scene now for, I think, 5 years, minus the pandemic. Did we count the pandemic year? I mean, that's like a gap year in college.
Yeah.
Totally. I was there, but I really wasn't
there.
So 4 years hardcore. I've been there through they refurbished it and everything. So I've been there.
And so you're the guy that comes on and you do a little shtick, and then you introduce a comic, and then that comic finishes, and then you come back out and you do a little more shtick. But it's a lot of pressure because you have to be funnier than everybody else.
The way you just broke that down, though, was fly, though. It was like,
come on,
you're the guy. You're the guy.
Yeah.
You're the first guy, right?
He's the guy that comes out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Finally.
Justin is back on the squad.
All right, you want to take him on the road with you?
Well, let's not get crazy.
Okay.
No, yes, I'm coming out. I'm setting the tone. I'm setting it off. I'm letting people know this is going to be a good time, regardless who comes on after me. It's always going to be a great show. So I take pride in that. I got that from just road work. I've toured with Monique. And some of the advice that she gave me was invaluable that I still use to this day. She's always told me, whenever you do a show, there are people in the audience that couldn't afford to come to the show. So you always give 110%. You never cheat the people.
Oh, that's a good point. See,
never
people that
cheat the
saved
people.
for weeks.
Of course,
just
because
to come to the show.
People have a choice. People
Right.
have a choice on where they can go. And so if they end up at my show, I'm going to give them at least the amount on the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to let you know that your money has been well spent,
like
regardless
that.
of what happens with the rest of the show. So I truly take pride in that.
So how do you go about choosing the comics that will appear Saturday to Saturday, so to speak?
That's a little above my pay grade.
Okay.
But I don't want to be involved in that process. I'm focused on my portion of the show, so it's put whoever on. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be. So it could be an open micer. It could be an established headliner. Either way, it's going to be a great show. So I'm those bookends that's going to make sure it starts great and it ends great.
Well, the good news is you're out there in the CBS Sports Club or whatever they call it at Foxwoods, and it's the comedy scene. Yeah, currently.
It's Foxborough.
But
no worries.
Yeah, but it's owned by Big Night Entertainment, so they've got people that do all that, the booking of the comics and everything.
Yeah, my management team takes care of a lot of that. JTP, John Tobin Presents, God bless them. They've given me such great opportunities, and it just never stops. Yeah, I mean, I was the opening act for the roast of David Ortiz at the House of Blues.
Well, there you
which
go.
Was,
That's very
I mean,
cool.
That's
one of
resume
the
stuff right
nights
there,
of
boy.
my life. It
Yeah.
was unbelievable. I'm still posting pictures from that.
Now, how long ago was that?
I think that was pre-pandemic,
Yep.
and I don't know. It was like 2 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. And absolutely one of the best roasts I've ever seen.
Did
One
you
of the
come out like
best-
a blast out of a cannon?
I came out more, I don't know, maybe 45. You know what I mean? The names that were on the bill, I mean, it was Bill Burr, it was Dustin Pedroia, it was, I mean, Gronk was there.
Yeah. I remember that show.
Yes,
I
man.
Yeah, we watched it.
We
Yes,
did.
one of the best roasts I've ever seen. So with names like that on the bill, Chris Tabb is not a comedy canon that night. No.
But that's where you want to be that night.
Yes. So I gave them both barrels. So the first person I saw when I
So
came
now
off stage was
it's
Bill
a
Burr.
double-barrel shotgun
It's
we're
a
talking about.
double-barrel shotgun. Sometimes we have to wait until the end of the show to find out what caliber was he tonight.
Yeah, are you always building up to the shot?
I
mean, with the build-up like you have on your bio, you've got to have a big finish.
Got to change that damn bio.
And that's
I've
only
got to change it. I think he's down to a slingshot now.
I know.
He's coming at you like a comedy slingshot.
Now, wait a minute. I only got to the first line list
Oh,
of the bio. Now I'm looking in. It says, okay, are you ready?
Can I reach out to some editors or folks that are out there listening right now? Go ahead.
Usually described as high octane, continually switches between observational, physical, and theatrical. This is amazing. Did you write it yourself?
I had a hand in it. I wrote 90, 80, 100% of it. I wrote it all. But the thing is, because I sometimes don't know where the show is going to go. So I may take a nugget that I've had that day.
Yeah.
And, I try to make the show interactive.
Yeah.
So anybody that's come out to the comedy scene knows sometimes the crowd ends up as part of the show.
Okay, here's the deal. I found another line. Sorry, I'm fascinated with that.
You missed your calling, man. I think
At least you're going to love
an
this.
editor.
You're going to love this. He wants to make your face hurt, draw tears, and spit your drink out. So here's the deal. Lise, you got to take a mouthful of your squeeze.com. And Chris, you got to make her spit it out.
Make me spit it out.
Listen, with all this equipment in here, don't spit any water. Please don't spit any water.
How did you get the gig? I mean, I know you did the David Ortiz, but you must have had other stuff.
So just being inspired by other greats, and one of the greats I've been inspired by is Bernie Mac.
Oh, yeah.
And just reading his bio and his history. So Bernie Mac hosted his own room in Chicago. So I just approached the team at JTP and said, I'd like to try this. I think, a house MC is the thing you need out at that club. I had headlined at the club a couple of times already,
okay.
and I loved the club. And so I said, let's take a shot at it. So it started out as a trial thing.
Yeah.
It was just like a couple weeks, and let's see how it goes. And if you go to my website, christabshow.com, and there's feedback and comments.
Mm-hmm.
And so from the feedback and comments, you could see people are digging it.
Speaking of your website, we went to it earlier this morning.
My
No.
goodness.
And I was very impressed. You actually had a beautiful post of the fact that you were going to be on the Matty Show this morning. Yeah.
And I did that myself.
Yeah, that was very
cool. I did that
cool.
myself.
Now,
See?
you've appeared or worked on Nesson. I've got a show on Nesson, and you also on the Food Network. How come you've never been on my show?
Here's what happened with that. Your people never call my people.
Good
So-
point. I think I told them not to call because I didn't want to get hit with a cannon shot. Chris Tabb, so is it tomorrow night you'll be there?
Tomorrow, is today Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow, and looking forward to it. My man Monty Caproni is going to be closing out the show as the headliner, and Janet McNamara is your featured act. And me, Chris Tabb, shot out of a comedy cannon,
There you go.
starting the show.
And every Saturday night.
Every Saturday night.
Out there in
how is that the girl, the Taylor Swift lookalike? How is she doing? You guys were setting her up, man. Taylor Swift is gangster. She's not playing. You're gonna get that girl in trouble. Good thing she's a nurse. She's gonna need to bandage herself. Taylor Swift does not play.
All right.
Taylor Swift does not play.
Well, before you leave, we're going to show you the picture of both Taylors, and you tell me we're crazy. She looks just like her.
Well, okay. I'm not a huge Taylor Swift fan,
Okay.
but I'll be able to tell the two people look alike.
And
sure.
by the way, Taylor Swift
do it.
not at Comedy Scene tomorrow night,
No.
but Chris Tabb is.
Listen, after this broadcast, Taylor Swift is going to be asking for tickets. I'll be doing a giveaway for Taylor Swift.
Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming in.
Good to see you guys.